What's up, everybody? So I've been reading in the comments that a lot of you want to see what my perfume collection looks like. Well, today is the day. Ask and you shall receive. Before we get into that, I want to remind you to click the bell next to the subscription button so that you can get notified every time there is a new episode of what? All Things Adrienne. You ready to do this? All Things Perfume. One of the things that I love about my personal perfume collection is that it's all high-low. You know, I do this. Got some things that are a little high-end, got a few things that are somewhere in the middle, and then there's the little cheapy ones that you can't live without. So I'm gonna walk you through a few of them. Am I the only weird person that doesn't just buy perfume because of the smell? I also need it to have beautiful packaging. I need it to look beautiful when I actually put it on display. So I'm also all about a gorgeous perfume bottle. Let me know if you feel the same way in the comments below. Okay, speaking of bottles that are like, whoa, we might as well just start off with the KKW fragrance. It's called Body, and this is Body 2. There is a Body 1 that's actually more of like a cement color. This is Body 2, and this has like it's a very sexy scent, which would totally make sense for the way this bottle looks. And it has notes of like bergamot and peach. I'm literally gonna smell like a Macy's counter when we're finished with this. Gonna be like all the fragrances on me. So this fragrance here costs $60, and that's actually a really great price because it's a pretty big bottle. Pretty big. And that just looks pretty set up there. I even posted a picture of it on my Instagram with some flowers. It just looks beautiful. Next, we are gonna go to something that's a bit more high-end, and that would be, this is more of like a collector's item piece, and it is Frederic Malle, which if you're ever in Paris, you definitely need to go to Frederic Malle and smell all the scents that they have there. It's an incredible perfumery, and this is one of his most popular perfumes, but it is by Dominique Ropion, and it is called Carnal Flower. We're starting off very sexy here. I actually love this because this is not just any perfume. Oh, no, no, no. This is Brume pour Cheveux. Let me know in the comments if you know what that means. I'll tell you what it means. It actually means it's just a hair fragrance, guys. So I don't just have fragrance for my body. Oh, no, no, no. We also have fragrance for my hair. And I love it. This is definitely a collector's item, and it costs $145, and it's a very floral scent. It smells a little mature, but it also smells very Parisian. Speaking of Paris, I'm a weird person, and I feel like fragrance really captures memories. Like, there are certain things that I will smell and I can remember exactly where I was and what I was doing. One of those scents for me is my childhood perfume, which was Sunflower. Comment below if you know about Sunflower, if you know about that Sunflower life. I can literally see the bottle in my head. The top was white. The perfume inside of it was like super yellow. If I smelt that fragrance today, it would bring back so many memories of me and my sister's childhood bedroom in the Lower East Side, and clearly covering myself in that perfume. So when I was preparing to study in Paris, when I studied abroad during one of our hiatuses for summer, I wanted to find a signature scent. I also was reading a book about like the Parisian way, how to live a Parisian lifestyle. And one of the rules in it was that every Parisian woman has a signature scent. I don't know how true any of this is, but it was awesome for me. And it made my experience really cool to find my own signature scent before going on this journey, on this adventure in Paris. So I went to Sephora and I was like sniffing all these things, and I came across Maison Martin Margiela perfume called Replica. Now, Replica, the concept of it is it's the reproduction of familiar scents and moments of varying locations and periods. How awesome is that? And so they have different scents that will, I think, replicate the memories of certain times and areas in your life. They have some that smell like you've been by the ocean, super dope. But this one that I found, look how it's listed. So it says Replica. Originally, it says Flower Market. The province and period, Paris, 2011. Fragrance description, crisp petal freshness. Guys, I wore this perfume the entire, wow. Wow. No, really, wow. It reminds me of my Parisian apartment. It's like, that's crazy, and I haven't worn it in so long. I wore it the entire time I was in Paris. It makes me think of getting on the train in the morning because I probably just sprayed it. But that's crazy. This is a very nostalgic perfume for me because that was a really special time in my life studying abroad in Paris. And I bought it because it really does smell like the flower markets in Paris. So this is one of my favorite perfumes, so much nostalgia, and it's actually not crazy expensive. You can get it at Sephora and it is $126. Totally worth it. As you can tell, you kind of have a theme going on here. I personally love floral perfumes, which moves me to Byredo. Byredo is a very high-end brand. It's super chic. The person that actually introduced me to Byredo perfume was Julissa. It's sold at like Barney's and really cool places like Maxfield's, etc. She actually wears the perfume La Tulipe, which is so delicious. Oh my gosh, she picks the best fragrances. One day I was smelling perfumes and I fell in love with the Byredo flower head scent. Again, I love floral perfumes. So I was like, hello, love florals. I'm a flower head. And it felt like it made perfect sense. How this is not making me dizzy with all these perfumes, I don't know. So I actually fell in love with this perfume. I think it was last summer. I started wearing this, loved it. My husband loved it. Amazing moments with flower head, but I'm not gonna front. I stopped using it because this scent for me smells very summer, spring, summer. And once we started getting into the fall and getting into Christmas time, it just felt weird putting on something that felt so spring, summer vibes. So one day my husband and I actually were shopping at the store Maxfield here in LA, and I saw this perfume. It actually was like, I think it was a candle as well. And it said 11th hour. And obviously you guys know that I freaking love the number 11. Love, love, love. And so I saw it and I was like, please. I literally called Israel over and I'm like, babe, come here. Look at this perfume. It's called 11th Hour. And I already loved the brand because I already owned Flowerhead. And I was like, damn, babe, like, let's pray it smells good. In my opinion, 11th Hour smells like apple pie, like baked apple pie. It makes me think of fall and Christmas. Israel and I purchased it and we now both have made it an official thing we're gonna do. We're gonna make it a tradition. During the fall and Christmas holidays, both Israel and I only wear 11th Hour. So this is like our scent. It is a unisex scent. Fun fact, it is Lana's favorite scent on me. Every time I put it on, she goes, oh my God, what is that? Okay, I wanna take you back to the signature scent that I wore for years and that my husband fell in love with me wearing it, and it's also the scent that I wore on my wedding day. It is Toka Florence. So the brand is called Toka, and they have a bunch of different scents, but my personal favorite is Florence. And again, it is a very floral scent, very magnolias and gardenia flower. And I wore this. Oh my gosh. This makes me think of like dating Israel. So you actually can get this at Sephora. I think they also sell it at Anthropologie. This bottle is $76, which I think is pretty affordable. And what I love about the Toka fragrance collection is that I love fragrances that you can layer. I think that's one of the best things and the best ways to make your fragrance last is to layer it. So get the body wash, get the body lotion. They have candles. They have a roll-on that you can carry around with you. The roll-on, you can get it, it's just like this, and I throw this in my purse all the time. And the roll-on actually costs $27. And I love that because you can just throw it in your purse. How perfect is that? Another thing about roll-ons that I love is other places sell them for super affordable prices like Victoria's Secret. Not gonna lie, I am totally guilty of running into a Victoria's Secret and just grabbing a few of these, and these cost only $13. One of my favorite scents from them is Bombshell. I actually bought this in Santa Barbara on Main Street, I think it's called State. No, it's called State Street. State Street has a Victoria's Secret in the little shopping area on the side, and that's where I got this because Israel and I had just kind of decided to pick up and go on a little trip to Santa Barbara, and I forgot to bring perfume. And this came in handy, and the whole night he was like, babe, you smell so good. And the other awesome thing about rollers is that you can place them behind your ear, which is always a great place to place perfume, because like when you go in for a little kiss or somebody goes to give you a hug, that's what they'll smell. Fun fact. Pressure points as well. I used to live across the street from a Nordstrom, and they had a Jo Malone section. My mother fell in love with Jo Malone perfumes, I think back when I did the Cheetah Girls movies. The incredible executive producer of the Cheetah Girl movies, Deborah Martin Chase, actually gifted me with a Jo Malone perfume in the scent Lime Basil Mandarin. And I remember taking it home and putting it on my mom, being like, oh my God, I love how that smells. So I then gave it to my mom. She was then obsessed with Jo Malone candles. So I went to go buy her a gift one day at Nordstrom, and I then smelled English Pear and Freesia. Well, people, I love this perfume so much. It's, again, what is it with me and all the floral scents? This one's a little bit fruitier. It's got English pear, and oh my gosh, it just smells expensive. It's $107, not crazy expensive, but it's definitely worth it. Going from pricey to not pricey at all, guys, I travel and I like to buy little perfumes along the way. And this one here is Adorned Rose Quartz Love. And honestly, I just liked the bottle. I just thought that looked really pretty. And it's made of rose water, lotus, and musk. This is a completely different scent for me. It's got definitely a muskier scent to it. A little bit more on the like vanilla musk side. But I loved it. I think I bought this at, oh my gosh, I know exactly where I bought this. I bought this in New York City at the Urban Outfitters on 14th Street and 6th Avenue. Boom. And this only costs, Urban Outfitters, the price is still on it, 24 bucks. But come on, isn't that a cute bottle? 24 bucks, it's pretty, it's got a stone in it. I'm into it. My mother actually gifted me this perfume for Christmas 2 years ago. And it is because everybody knows that I love Sex and the City. I love, love, love Carrie Bradshaw, AKA Sarah Jessica Parker. So when she launched her perfume, I was like, oh my gosh, I just feel like Carrie Bradshaw smells like this perfume. So even though it was Sarah Jessica Parker, in my mind, they are the same person. Sure, they're not. That's like people thinking I'm Juchi in real life, which I kind of am. I got the perfume, and at first, honestly, I didn't love it. Not gonna lie. I loved the packaging. I loved the sticker that said Stash. I even watched her talk, I think it was like on Ellen, about why she created the scent and how she thought it should be called Stash, because it was like something that shouldn't even be legal. It should be stashed away. It smells so good. So when I first smelled it, I was like, whoa, that kind of smells very mature. It almost had like a, same way it has like a cognac color to it, it had like a cognac scent. So I wasn't in love with it until recently. Don't you think that's crazy how you collect perfumes, you collect the bottles, and you're like, that looks beautiful. And then one day randomly, I was like, you know what? I'm weird about this. I also have perfumes that I spray for different things. There are perfumes that I spray to lay in bed. There are perfumes I spray to wake up in the morning. Like for me, a perfume that I would spray to wake up in the morning would be Baby Girl. We'll get into that in a second. I don't know why I love Stash to put on before I go to bed. So now I'm kind of obsessed with this, and now I'm thinking of wearing it outside. And I got a huge compliment on it from my husband, which is always good. And again, the price point for Stash is amazing. This is a $50 perfume. If anybody loved Sex and the City, I kind of think it's a perfect little gift to give them because it's Sarah Jessica Parker. And you're like, man, this is what she thinks is like an amazing scent. So I'm getting into it now, 2 years later. With that being said, here's the perfume that I love to spray on to wake up. Like if you're gonna go work out or just hit the gym. I think scents that are like citrusy are awesome. And that's what this is. Baby Girl by KKW. It is $30 for Baby Girl. And let me start using this arm because I can't even smell straight anymore. Are you guys dying of the scents? My camera folks, sorry guys. I'm like, you, how are you doing? A headache yet? This has a floral citrus scent to it, which for some reason just makes me want to wake up. And it is again part of the Hearts collection for KKW fragrance. And this one is Baby Girl, and it is 30 bucks. I'm not gonna front, I actually have more perfumes that I just have on display in my bedroom, but these are the ones that I actually wear. I like rotate between this collection right here. I would say the newer ones are definitely the KKWs. Those are newer. This is like my 40th bottle of Toka. I run through this pretty quickly. I clearly was wearing this a lot and then obviously stopped because of moving to 11th Hour, and we've purchased about maybe 10 bottles of 11th Hour since October. But we go through 2 of them. Israel has his own bottle. I have my own bottle. And when we travel, we have ones that stay home and we have ones that we travel with. They definitely can last you a really long time. I also suggest switching it up, but at the same time, it is great to have a signature scent that when somebody smells it, it reminds them of you and it makes them nostalgic about thinking about you. So I think it's so important to have a signature scent. I would love to hear what your signature scents are. Please let me know in the comments below. I also want to remind you, do not forget to tap the bell next to the subscription box so that you can know when there are new episodes of All Things Adrienne. Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Love you guys. Mwah. Don't forget to follow.